皆さん、英語のソータです。
And I'm Reilly.
Hey Riley, do you remember in the past I said that at some point I'd like to make some all English episodes between you and me, not
Sure.
only you.
Yeah.
I think this time I want to try that just a little bit.
Okay,
you think?
all English.
Yeah, everyone, we didn't discuss beforehand, so right now I just let him know that we might do that, like all English episode this time, right? Did you get surprised?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Yeah, we didn't talk about it, but that's all right. It's easier for me, actually.
Oh, that's cool. Also, a new season started in Japan because in April, it's a kind of new season in Japan.
Is
New
everything
school
going
year,
all right?
right?
A lot of people change jobs or things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, is everything going all right, or are you busy?
I'm really busy, actually. It's fine. It's okay, but like at work we had one person, it's kind of complicated, but kind of quit, but maybe might come back. So like we can't really hire a new person right now. So we're one person down, and then another, and he was a manager, and another manager is in Canada for a wedding. So we're two managers down right now. So it's everybody's like kind of doing extra work, but it's okay.
Oh, that's why you're so busy right now. You have some extra work. Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're busy, but we are not busy right now here on this episode. I mean,
we're okay now.
Online. Yeah.
Sure.
So, let's get started. Are you ready?
Yep.
ソータと
Reilly no
台本なし英会話レッスン
Episode 270.
All right, what is the topic for episode 270, Riley?
It is burgers in America versus Japan.
Yes, this time's topic is burgers, America versus Japan. ちょっとここだけ日本語話させてください。皆さん。
Okay, I was wondering.
はい、英語のソータです。急遽今、パッて録音ボタンを押して、オールイングリッシュで、今このトピックでやっていいかもと思って、さっきお話ししてました。ちょっと前に、いつか僕たち2人でやるオールイングリッシュをやりたいって言ってたと思うんですよ。で、トピックによって、今回はちょっと難しすぎるかな、皆さんがオールイングリッシュ聞くってなると負荷かかりすぎるかなとか、渋っちゃって結局できてなかったんですよ。でもバーガーだったら今日できんじゃねえかと思いまして、急遽やってみようと思います。で、どこかで大体こういうこと言ってましたみたいなのは言うかもしれないんですけど、ちょっと一回お試しがてら、このハンバーガーについてオールイングリッシュで話して、最後の方でちょっとだけ日本語でまとめられたらなと思いますので、今日はそんな感じでいきたいなと思います。Okay, first of all, I have so many questions to ask you about hamburgers.
I'm ready.
Yes, before we talked about McDonald's difference between America versus Japan, but this time I just want to focus on hamburgers. Then, first of all, when you came to Japan, did you find any difference between America's hamburgers and Japanese hamburgers?
I mean, for a while, it took me a long time to like find a good hamburger, in Kagawa. Now I know that there's a couple of places. Actually, my favorite place closed down a few years ago, but like the biggest difference I think is that in Japan, burgers are often a mix of beef and pork. Whereas in America, that's like illegal. I mean, you can't do that.
Illegal? Really?
Not really illegal, but like people would be mad, I think, if they found out that
kind of a
burgers
taboo
had
thing.
pork in them. Yeah.
Oh, because they wanna eat the beef ones?
I mean, it's more like hamburgers are beef. Like that's the rule, like I don't know exactly if there's anything in Japan that is like super strict like that, but I mean, I'm sure there are, but yeah, like hamburgers are beef, and mixing pork or something in there is bad.
What about the hamburgers of McDonald's in Japan? 100% beef?
I think they're 100% beef. I'm not sure, but I
Oh,
think so.
really? Okay, then the first, culture shock or, something you couldn't agree with was that Japanese hamburgers were kind of mixed pork and beef.
Yeah,
And Mhm.
true. But to be honest, it probably took me a while to eat a hamburger. Like I wasn't really like it was probably at least a few months until I started missing hamburgers. You know,
Mm.
at first I'm just eating mostly Japanese food and stuff, and then so yeah, it's not
Then
like the first thing I did in Japan was eat a hamburger and go, "Oh, this isn't right," because of course it's not right. It's not,
did you
it's Japan.
notice that right after you ate it? Like, oh, this is the mixed one.
Not, no, I wouldn't immediately notice, oh, this is a mixed one, but I would notice like, oh, this isn't quite right. This isn't what it's supposed to taste like. And then you find
Mm,
out later, oh, it's because it's mixed with other meat.
okay. Yeah. So I have another reason brought it up. I mean, this topic.
Uh-huh.
Very recently, I went to Burger King, and that
Uh-huh.
was my first time in my
Oh, really?
life.
Yeah.
And that was super good to me. And then my friend told me that, oh, this is a kind of American hamburger. And I think we talked about it just a little bit. And you said, you prefer Burger King's burgers to McDonald's ones, you said?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then, I started to wonder to Americans, what are the differences between Americans' real hamburgers and, fake ones? So, okay, the first point is beef and
Right.
anything else?
Um, I mean, like it depends because of course there's a lot of different kinds of hamburgers,
Mm,
but
mm,
if you think of like a classic burger, it's usually pretty simple. Like if you think of maybe to me maybe a classic hamburger is the kind of burger people make at a barbecue.
mm,
So, you put a patty, a burger, the meat on a grill, and then you put that onto a bun. Usually it's something called a potato bun, which is like a special soft burger bun. And
mm,
then you just put like cheese and ketchup and if you want mustard or mayonnaise or something like that. And then sometime, like if it's a fancy barbecue, then you might have like lettuce and tomato and pickles.
mm.
But that's it usually. That's like the normal thing. And now, in Japan, of course, most restaurants will have that, like a simple hamburger, but there's also going to be, like avocado or egg or whatever, all different kinds of things. And you can find that in America, but it's not classic, if that makes sense.
Then to you, the classic one is really simple, like meat, lettuce, and is it tomato, cheese?
Um, yeah, I usually do meat, cheese, and then like if that's all there is, just meat and cheese, then that's okay. But
Um,
like lettuce and tomato is nice, and then I like mayonnaise. Some people like ketchup. Both are fine. I don't really love mustard's okay too, but whatever. Those are the main sauces, I think.
mm,
Um, but I don't need like all the other crazy stuff. No, it's not
uh-huh.
crazy, but extra stuff.
Okay, then the second important part is being simple. And also,
Yeah.
maybe I guess you wanted to say it should be grilled or roasted.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, for me, that's the classic, but like
Uh-huh.
for maybe other people in America, like a classic burger comes off what we would call like a flat top grill or a
Uh-huh.
griddle, which in Japan is a teppan, right? It's just like a
Mm-hmm.
piece of steel that you
Mm-hmm.
cook food on. Um, that's more like the diner style. You know what a diner is?
Diner. Oh, like dining stuff.
A diner is like a kind of restaurant that's
Diner.
like
Mm-hmm.
it's not exactly fast food,
Mm-hmm.
but it's usually cheap food. They usually have like a really big menu. Um, and it's like, I don't know, mostly like classic American food, you could say. And
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit hard to explain. It's like it's almost like a family restaurant in Japan, but it's not a chain. It's usually like local, but it has a similar kind of vibe, I guess, to a family restaurant.
Mm. Oh. Maybe you talked about it in Osaka, like if you have a cafe, you want to have the diner stuff and then like selling some, delis. That's diner?
Ye Delis and diners are a little bit different, but
Oh,
they
delis.
have some,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they have some similar,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, attributes.
Then it's another type of, restaurant.
Yeah. It's another kind of restaurant.
Oh, diner stuff. Yeah. And maybe, the Burger King's burgers shocked me in a positive way because of the, grilled taste, I guess.
Yeah.
I had never experienced that at McDonald's or any other hamburger shops. But yeah, you said that's a kind of standard and classic one.
Yeah.
And yeah, all the hamburgers should have that kind of taste. Otherwise, you cannot call them or call it a hamburger.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but
Okay.
because there's lots of different kinds. I mean, there's a kind of hamburger from I think it's originally from New Jersey. So that's another thing. It's like different parts of the United States have different kinds of hamburgers. There's like,
Mm,
it's like ramen in Japan or something like that,
mm,
right?
mm, mm, mm,
Um, but there's a kind of hamburger where they put a bunch of water on the grill and
mm,
then put the burgers like on the grill so that they steam. They don't
mm,
it's not like really grilling them.
mm,
Um, so those burgers are very different from like the fire taste of like I guess Burger
mm.
King or like a barbecue burger.
Yeah, then to sum up so far, I guess the real hamburgers for Americans should be grilled and simple and beef.
100% beef.
Beef.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so. I think that's fair.
Mm, yeah. Then in Japan, then another question.
Uh-huh.
You said, right now in Japan, there is a variety of hamburgers. How about in the States? Do they also have, different types of not original or classic hamburgers too?
Yeah, you mean like the extra kinds of toppings and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find that. Especially so what is actually the American version of a family restaurant is I don't know if you've heard of these. There's chain restaurants called like one is called TGI Fridays,
Mm-hmm.
Applebee's.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few of them and they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and those places especially will have like burgers with a ton of toppings and
Mm-hmm.
different sauces and things like that. And they're not bad,
Mm.
but it's not, classic, I guess.
Then which is more popular in general?
In general, probably I think the simple one is
Oh,
more
simple one.
popular.
Mm.
Yeah.
Then isn't it hard to find that kind of simple one in Japan?
Yeah, it's actually really hard. Like
Oh.
they exist.
Mm.
It's probably much easier to find them in big cities like Osaka or Tokyo or something. But the problem is that the problem in Japan, I think, is that beef is expensive here.
Mm.
Um, it's getting expensive in America, but it's cheaper, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so it's kind of hard to make a cheap burger in Japan, especially if you
Mm.
use all beef. And so what you can do then is you add a bunch of toppings to make it look fancy
Mm.
so people will buy it, right?
Mm.
But
But mm.
probably Japanese people wouldn't buy a simple burger that costs, 1,400 yen or something like
Yeah,
that, right?
I think so. But
Yeah.
with that, simple classic topping or simple burgers or, filling, how, can people make a difference? What I mean is, I feel like the more topping we have, the better taste the hamburger should have. I imagine like that. But, you know,
Uh,
mm, what is the difference? How can we make the difference
okay, we're
with the
getting into
simple thing?
the nitty-gritty here.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, even when you have like a simple hamburger with only, let's say, five ingredients, you got a bun, a burger, cheese, and like two toppings or something like
Oh.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you have different, you can, so even if it's 100% beef, you
Mm.
can choose different parts of the cow to use in the
Oh.
ground meat. And
Mm-hmm.
you can also choose how, um, how can I say this? How tight the burger is.
うん、
So right, you know, like when you make a hamburger by hand, you have just the meat that comes in like the tray, right?
うん、
And you turn that into like a ball with your hands, and then you put it down on the grill or the pan or
うん、う
whatever.
ん、
Now, how much you kind of like squeeze it
うん、
with your hands, kind of like making nigiri, making sushi,
うん。
right? Like how tight it's together
Makes
changes how the
sense.
burger tastes.
Makes sense. What about the sauce?
The
Many
sauce,
types? うん、
there are many types. I
う
mean, the
ん、
the three classics, obviously ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise. Um, a lot of places like McDonald's has Big Mac sauce, right?
う
If
ん、
you've That's kind of like that orangey, yellowy sauce.
うん、
Um, that is pretty common in a lot of restaurants, and that's basically just ketchup and mayonnaise combined.
う
Uh,
ん、
sometimes they add a few extra ingredients, but that's basically what it is.
う
I
ん、
guess in Japan you call it what? Aurora sauce.
うん、
Basically that. That's common too. Then sometimes there's barbecue sauce, which is, like kind of that sweet and smoky sauce.
うん。I
Um,
need
have you heard
to, yeah, I need to go to the real one. So take me somewhere where
of, okay.
yeah, we can get the real simple hamburger,
Yeah,
Americans one. Hmm.
we can try. I'll have to do some research in Osaka, but I don't in Kagawa there's not really any super simple ones. There's one, I think, but it's far away from me. Anyway,
The shop owner is an American or Japanese.
shop owner's Japanese actually.
Oh, then how, do he get to, that point? Like,
I
being,
think so. I think he started out doing like a bakery or something like that.
oh, mhm,
And then so the burger became just kind of like it was just like a special thing he did to put on the bread that he made.
mhm,
Um, and so the burger didn't have to be fancy because like the star, I guess, was the bread. But
mhm,
then it turned out to be popular. I think is the story. I don't know super well, but
mhm. Yeah, I need to check it out and yeah, take me to the place as well when I visit
okay.
Kagawa. But so far, yeah, we have been talking about, the types or hamburgers Americans love or would love. But let's focus on chain restaurants or
Okay.
hamburger, yeah, chain shops. So
Yeah.
in Japan, I think it's the famous ones would be McDonald's, anything else? Moss Burger,
Yeah,
Lotteria.
that's Japanese. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what about the Americans ones in Japan? McDonald's,
There's three
Burger
that I
King.
know of. There's
Hmm.
McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's.
Oh, Wendy's. I've never tried that. What about the
There's
taste? Is it good?
I like it. I like it better than McDonald's. I think it's a little bit different than Burger King, but it doesn't have that like fire taste with but it's still pretty good, I think. I think I like Burger King
Mm.
a little bit more, but they're both pretty good.
Then the best one, I mean, the Americans company's best one would be Burger King to you.
Yeah, that you can get in Japan, I think.
Um, so the fire taste is really crucial to you.
I
Did
like it. Yeah, I like
you...
it.
Then what about other shops in America and that are not in Japan?
Yeah, so there's a lot. I mean, like, I don't know,
Hmm.
20 or something like that.
Really?
But yeah. But I think the ones that people usually say are the best, on the West Coast, like California and stuff, there's one called In and Out.
In and out.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, and that one's really famous. A lot of people really like it. On the East Coast, where I'm from, and my favorite, it's called Five Guys.
Hmm.
Um, and they're kind of different. Like In-N-Out makes kind of like smaller burgers. Um, and yeah, they do some special stuff. And then Five Guys makes like really big, greasy, like maybe Japanese people would think they're kind of gross, but
Mm.
um,
Is that still
yeah,
simple?
it's still simple because it's still,
Mm.
I mean, you can add more stuff if you want, but it's basically, um, it's usually two burgers, like two patties, and
Hmm.
then cheese, and then you can add more if you want, but you don't have to.
Mm.
Um, And then in Texas, there's one called Whataburger.
Water.
It's they pronounce it weird. So it's spelled like what a burger,
Mm,
but everybody calls it Whataburger. Like it's like
water bar.
I don't know why they pronounce it like that, but anyway, that's like another one. And those are it's maybe the closest one to Burger King. It kind of is similar to Burger King. It's better, but it's close to that.
Then including everything, all of the chain shops,
Yeah.
what would be the best one to you?
I like Five Guys
Of
the
Five
best.
Guys.
Yeah.
Why?
Um,
Because it's
it's
greasy.
kind of because it's greasy. Yeah, it's got this kind of like uh it's not like fancy. It's not there's not really anything like they're not trying to really impress you, I guess. They're just trying to make a tasty burger. Now,
Mhm.
I say that, but it's kind of expensive for a fast food hamburger, but I like it the best.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know at all about, Burger King, until when did I go there? This year? When
Okay.
did I mention that? Do you remember that? Last year?
No, I don't remember when it might have been last year actually. It might have been
Last year. Yeah, I didn't
around
know
the event
about
time.
Burger King
Yeah.
at all. And then, yeah, maybe that was super good to me as well because of, yeah, the fire taste, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, do you know any other burger shops where I can get the, fire taste burgers? Only Burger
That's
King?
that's all I know in Japan. Oh, there is another burger shop. It doesn't have I don't think it has that really fire taste. You can get it in Osaka. It's called Shake Shack.
Oh, I love it too.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah,
American chain.
but
Yeah.
it's not a simple one.
It's not a simple one, no. It's
Um,
actually it's kind of the opposite of Five Guys because it's kind of fancy. It's a
yeah.
little bit like the burger always looks super clean and like,
Um,
you know, it's kind of the opposite of Five Guys, but it's still pretty good, I think.
do you know the drink like 50-50?
Is that 50%
Lip
chocolate and 50% vanilla in the shake?
not that one, like 50% of lemonade and 50% of tea, I guess. And I heard
Oh,
it's really
yeah.
popular in the States.
We call that an Arnold Palmer.
Oh, say again.
Yeah. Arnold Palmer. I think it's the name of a golf player, I think.
I don't know. I thought
But
it's 50-50, but not that one.
I think most people, if you went to the States and said, what do you call half lemonade, half tea? They would say, oh,
Mm.
it's an Arnold Palmer.
On a
Yeah.
perma. Mm.
Arnold, like the name, like Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh,
and then palm, like the part of your hand,
oh, oh.
Palmer.
Owner Palm. Palmer.
Yeah.
Palm. Oh, I've never heard of it though. Yeah. Anyways, I love Shake Shack too, but yeah, I wanna go back to like Burger King again, and but if you kind of make a ranking to you,
Mm,
um the best one would be Five Guys.
yeah.
Then what about Shake Shack? Where should be
Shake
on the
Shack
list?
for me, if I said all the ones we mentioned today, I'd probably go Five Guys, In and Out, Whataburger, Shake Shack, Burger King,
Burger
Wendy's,
King.
McDonald's.
Burger
Yeah.
King there.
Yeah.
Then those four shops are much better than Burger King. Then I have to try that.
Yeah. They're much better, I think.
Mm,
But Burger King is still pretty good. I mean, if somebody said, "Do
mm,
you want to eat Burger King?" I would say, "Yeah, okay." Like it's not I wouldn't be super excited, but it's pretty good.
mm. Then compared to those things, Japanese, original, local shops burgers are not really good.
That depends. I mean, there are
Mm,
a few that are really good, I think. And then, but I would say like the average one, if you didn't do any research and just walked into like the average local burger shop in Japan, I
mm,
would say it's probably not as good as like a good chain fast food burger in America. Like
mm,
it's better than McDonald's for sure.
mm.
But probably not as good as like Five Guys or something like that.
Then McDonald's is, getting less popular in the States right now.
Oh, I doubt it. I mean, I think most people would probably agree that they don't have the best burgers, but the people still eat McDonald's all the time. I mean, it's like,
Mm.
yeah.
Kind of reasonable.
Yeah, the price is reasonable, and there's something about like the nostalgia of it. Everybody likes McDonald's when they're a kid, so
Mm,
like, that kind of thing.
mm.
Oh, I wanted to talk quickly about the Japanese ones,
Oh,
like Mossburger, Loteria.
oh,
Um,
okay. Let's do it. Yeah.
this is pretty much universal among all foreigners I've talked to,
Mm,
is that they hate Mossburger and Loteria.
really? Because
Yeah.
yeah, to me, or for us, for Japanese, most burgers are kind of, healthier, and Lotteria's ones are maybe greasy, or
Mm,
yeah, original taste, like Japanese taste, fried egg. Um,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Lotteria. Yeah. Anyways, Japanese original taste, and oh, do you know freshness? Freshness.
Yeah, yeah, Freshness Burger. I think that's an American chain originally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that one too. That's also healthy. And
I don't
Lotteria.
I don't know if a burger can really be healthy, but
But for example, like the
bun.
bun can be the low carb one.
Sure. Yeah.
Isn't it healthy?
Better, I guess, but not healthy.
Okay.フレッシュネス、ロッテリア、モスバーガー。Oh, yeah. Anyways, why do foreigners hate those chains?
I don't know. I think that the burgers, the actual meat, like doesn't taste like meat.
Mm.
It's like, I don't know. It's like
Okay.
almost
Interesting.
sweet or something. It's weird. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Then to
Yeah.
you, like, what is the difference between those three big Japanese chains?
I think Freshness is the best of the three. Um,
It's not a Japanese one.
it might not be
That's
a Japanese one. Yeah.
it.
I don't know. I've never seen it in America,
Mm,
but I think it might originally have been American.
mm.
Um, between Mossberger and Loteria, I think I really don't like either of them.
Why
Um,
not?
yeah, it just doesn't taste like a burger to me. Like it's wrong. It's something different.
I think that's
Um,
what we want to know more.
yeah.
Like meat, any other differences? Sauce? What
Maybe
makes the
it's the
difference? Yeah.
sauce. To be honest with you, it's been a very long time since I ate either of them because I don't like it. But yeah, something about the sauce is different. They're just kind of like sweeter in general. They don't taste
Uh,
as like, when I eat a burger, usually I want it to taste like meat. That's the
mm,
main thing I want to taste, and cheese and stuff too.
mm,
Um, but they don't do that
mm,
exactly, which is
mm.
maybe why they seem healthier to Japanese people.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Um, but yeah, like I've only been to Loteria one time because I went once. There's one in Takamatsu Station, and I went to
Mm.
that one, and it was so bad that I've never gone again.
Why was that so bad?
Well, I think also just like that time I went, the food wasn't like good. Maybe if I went another time, it might be better.
Mm.
But like I think the burger wasn't very hot. The fries were like
Mm,
soggy and stuff like that. And but
mm.
also just the flavor was wrong. Like it's
Mm.
yeah. Um
Okay. Yeah, to
yeah.
sum up everyone, if you hang out with an American friend and if you wanna, well, for example, cook a hamburger for the person, you should make first you know, a very simple one and classic one. Just meat and lettuce and cheese. And put a lot of oil there, right? Greasy one. Make a
Um
greasy one. No?
yeah, you shouldn't have to add extra oil.
Oil.
There should be the meat should be fatty enough that
Uh-huh.
it makes its own grease.
Okay, then find a good cow, everyone.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And beef. Then sauce, strong taste sauce, and fire it. And no more sweet things. No sweet sauce, I mean.
Um,
え
yeah, that's the tough part. Is like, ketchup is kind of sweet,
う
so people
ん。
like ketchup on a burger. Um, Another sweet thing some people do on burgers, it's a little bit fancier, but some people do caramelized onions.
うん。
Have you ever seen that?
うん。う
Like
ん。
if you cook onions very, very slowly,
うん。
then they kind of turn like brown and very soft and like sweet.
Yeah, like curry. うん。
I guess, yeah.
I mean,
And
like when making curry and
oh,
rice. うんうん。
do you do that?
Oh, yeah. You don't?
Like you caramelize the onions first?
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't.
Oh, really?
Um,
うん。Anyways. う
I
ん。
mean, like I cook the onions, but caramelize is like a different. It's like you almost turn the onions into like jam. It's
う
like,
ん。
yeah, I don't do that for curry. You do?
Oh, really? Yeah, I do.
That's cool. That's good.
うん。But yeah, yeah, sweet one. Ketchup is sweet.
Yeah, but so it's not like, there should be nothing sweet on a burger. That's
うんう
not what I'm
んうん
saying.
うん。
But yeah, yeah. If you make a burger for an American, I mean, that's an interesting idea. I mean, an American would probably, I don't know, they would rather make the burger, I guess. I don't know. Um, but I think
いや、うん。
if you said like, "Oh, do you want to come to my barbecue?"
うん。
and you had like burgers and you just put them on the grill and you put cheese on them and
ああ。
whatever, I think Americans would probably be impressed. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that kind of simple way of doing it. Yeah.
And yeah, please make burger for me.
Sure.
Like American one. I want to
Yeah,
try
yeah.
that. うん。はい、皆さん、今日のエピソード
いかがでしたでしょうか？
いかがでしたでしょうか？約40分近くハンバーガーについて話してるっていう英語で、すごいエピソードになりましたが、今回はね、僕がこう質問して聞くバージョンだったので、僕がなんか意見をね、それで言うみたいなところはあんまりなかったかもですけど、まあだからこそ、このトピックの方が、なんかこう、ハンバーガーって誰もがね、英語で聞いてても想像しやすいお話かなと思って、これでちょっとオールイングリッシュをやってみました。ざっとまとめるとですね、アメリカ人が好きなハンバーガーっていうのは、まずはもういろいろトッピングとかをしていないこと、シンプルであること、そして、僕、バーガーキングにね、最近初めて知ったんですよ、バーガーキングっていうのを。友達に美味しいよって教えてもらって、クーポンがあるよって聞いて、行ったら、めっちゃ美味しいやんってなって、なんで美味しいんやろうと思ったら、炭火焼きの味がするんですよね。もう衝撃的で美味しすぎて、こんな美味しいバーガーが日本で食べれるんやと思って。それが二つ目のポイントですね。ちゃんとグリルされて、こうファイヤーって言ってましたけど、炭火焼きの味がすること。アメリカ人が好きな味。で、三つ目が、ちゃんと牛肉100%であること。日本はやっぱ牛肉が高かったりするのでね、やっぱこう、豚と混ざってるものとか多いですよね。っていうお話も出てました。で、まあ、その牛肉もやっぱいい牛肉で、こう、ちゃんと脂の乗った牛から選んでいくっていうところも大事なお話としてありましたね。あとは、日本のそのチェーンのハンバーガーは、まあ彼ら、アメリカ人とかからするとちょっと甘かったり、その味がね。あとは、お肉がなんかお肉感ないっていう。つまりお肉いっぱい入れて、で、まあ甘かったらダメっていうわけじゃないんですけれども、やっぱりソースも、ね、こう、ちょっとバーベキューみたいな感じのものをする。それぐらいだったかな？ That's it? Those 4 points? かな？
Yeah, basically.
うんうんうん。プラス、すごい僕の中で、なるほどなと思ったのが、クラシックな、シンプルなものが、やっぱりハンバーガーとしては大事だと。で、どこでそれ、じゃあ差が生まれてくるの？味の違いにそんなシンプルで差は生まれてくるのかって聞いたら、どれだけタイツって言ってたのは、どれだけスクイーズ、こうね、肉を押して、こうギュッとしたハンバーガーにするか、まあ、つまり食感が変わってきたりとか、まあ、ソースだったり、あとはバンですよね。ハンバーガーのパンの部分をどういう風にするかとか、やっぱそういうところで違いは生まれてくるっていうことだったので、なんかこう、日本のものは結構アボカド入ってたりっていうオリジナルなものが多いのに対して、本当のハンバーガーっていうものはシンプルなものなんだっていうのが、まあ、今日のエピソードから僕も、なるほどなって思わされたお話でした。あとは、アメリカにしかない、チェーンショップのハンバーガー屋さんとしては、インアンドアウトでしたかね。インアンドアウトと、
Yeah.
あとは、ファイブガイズって言ってた？ファイブボーイズ Five Guys?
Five Guys.
Five Guys と、あとはもう一個何やったかな、ちょっと待ってよ。Five Guys と、シュワルツネッカーみたいな、Arnold Palmer。
Oh, that's the drink, yeah.
あ、違う、これドリンクや。アーノルド・パーマーは違うわ。待って、もう一個何やったっけちょっと待ってくださいよ。言わないと。
Okay.
はい。
I can tell you.
Five Guys と、In and Out と、ヒントちょうだい、ヒント。
Starts with W.
W? あ、わらバーガーみたいな。What a burger.
Yeah, that's right. What a burger, yeah.
そうや、わらバーガーみたいな。そう、今日何にもメモしてなかったので、自分の記憶力テストみたいなのをちょっとやっちゃってました。そう、これがおすすめって言ってましたね。で、日本のそのバーガーはちょっとやっぱ口には合わない。で、その日本にあるアメリカの、会社のバーガー屋さんだとやっぱりバーガーキングが美味しいのと、ウェンディの方が美味しいのか。You said Wendy's better than Burger King?
I like Burger King a little bit more, but they're pretty close.
なるほど。バーガーキングの方がちょっと上ですけど、ウェンディも美味しいと。でもここをもうダントツに超えて美味しいのがさっき言ったファイブガイズとかなんとかこうたらっていうあそこらしいので、アメリカにね、行く機会があったらぜひ皆さん、僕もそれ食べてみたいなと思いますし、ライリーにこれぞアメリカのバーガーだっていうお店日本で連れてってもらいたいなと思うのと、ライリーに作ってもらいたいなみたいなお話をしてました。これで大体ね、お話は、3、4分で日本語にまとめたかなと思いますので、そんな感じでまたエピソードを聞き直しをしてみてください。僕は英語のソータという名前で調べていただくと、YouTube とか Twitter とか Instagram とかいろいろ出てきます。Reilly O'Reilly Sullivan XD でぜひ調べてみてください。We have a minute. How was this All Links episode?
Well, I liked it. Yeah, pretty easy for me. Pretty fun.
Yeah, and you were so, passionate about hamburgers.Yeah,
I care a lot about hamburgers, yeah.
そうよね。めっちゃ今日は熱くハンバーガーについて語ってくれてたので、そう、ライリーの好きなものを、また発見しました。Riley's favorite is working out, gym, and burgers.
Well, I like food in general. I'll talk a lot
確かにね。
about any food, yeah.
そうやね。フード大好きやもんね。はい。では皆さんまた次回のエピソードでお会いしましょう。バイ。